Hey guys, this is Amar here. Actually, I didn't turn into a cat. This is my little buddy Bougie. He's a tired guy. Here's my other little one, Miji. She's chilling too. Today I want to talk about my Theocratic library that I have. I have over 300 books, Watchtower publications, magazines, PDFs, different stuff. Watchtower library, working on that. So sometimes when I talk to some particular witnesses, they say, "Oh, you don't know anything about us. You don't have, any books. You just guess or take the word of apostates," what they say. But let me tell you for sure that that's not the case. I do, in fact, have a lot of their books, and I have over 100 in just hard copy alone. And of course, we're actually run out of space on my bookshelves. Here's another bookshelf of a bunch of my other books and research, stuff like that. And I have two other bookshelves full of books as well. So that's why I've kind of gotten a PDF of some certain things. But anyways, I just want to show you a little bit of what I have here. This is 1968 Awake. They're actually loose copies, but they're put in a little bound volume setup. This is a 69 Awake bound volume. This is 1990, 56, 93, 88, 95, 98, 2001. I have 1979 up here. Bunch of loose stuff. Concordance, index 1930, 1985, indexes 1986, 1986 to 1990. Two Revelation books. These are both 1988. I also have 2006. This is You Can Now Live Forever in Paradise Earth book. This is Aid to Bible Understanding. All Scripture is Inspired. Proclaimers book. I have two copies of the Insight books. I have the reference Bible here. It's really good. I actually like it. Bunch of other loose copy here. Family, Happiness, Keep Yourselves in God's Love. If I remember correctly, that's the follow-up book after the What Does the Bible Really Teach book. Worship the Only True God. Should You Believe in the Trinity book over here. Going down here, I have the Reasoning books. I have both of them. Let's see here. This is 1985, and this one is I'm going fast because I only have 10 minutes. 1985, 1989. This is a 68 Truth book. Truth Leads to Eternal Life. And this book has in the 1968 talks about was it Dean Acheson proclaiming that the world was going to be too dangerous to live in 15 years. And of course, that equaled to be 1975. And then his quote was completely changed, and this 1981 edition was very interesting. Shazaloo actually has a video on that. Maybe I'll link it. I have 3 of the 1984 New World Translation. I have the Truth Shall Make You Free. Let Your Name Be Sanctified. In this book, and there's a section that talks about actually Jehovah being a hybrid name and made up. Jehovah is actually a name that the Jews were to use to remember not to say God's personal name, which is interesting. Maybe I'll put a video up just of that sometime. The New World. This is a Rutherford book, 1942. It talks about Beth Sarim, or Beth Sarim, however you say it. The Light book. This is another book by Rutherford, talking about some of the false prophecies, I believe, of 1918, 1925, 1914. It describes some of those issues. Reconciliation book, another Rutherford book, part of the Rutherford's Rainbow, talks about, there's a part in here that says that Jehovah resides in the constellation of Pleiades, which is interesting. Salvation book, another book, 1939, Rutherford, talks about, once again, the purpose of Beth Sarim. Talks about David, Baruch, Samson, different men of the Old Testament mentioned in Hebrews. I don't remember exactly what chapter in Hebrews, but they were supposed to be resurrected back to life and help rule and reign with Rutherford and some other people from San Diego, California. Of course, there's actually another house too. It's called Beth Shan, which means House of Security. It's only been referenced once in all of their publications. It was in 1942 Constellation. Life, Everlasting, and Freedom, Sons of God. This was, to my knowledge, the first book to talk about the end of the 6,000 year period of man's existence on this planet. Of course, Franz went around doing special assemblies talking about this book, referencing it and showing the charter in there saying that in October of 1975 is supposed to be the end of 6,000 year period. And of course, the 7,000th year was supposed to be the new millennium. That's what their chronology was all about on that. Here's another Theocratic Aid to Kingdom Publishers. Kingdom is at hand. Kingdom is at hand. Prophecy. Government. God's Kingdom of 1,000 years. This is the nation shall know that I am Jehovah. And in this book, actually says that Armageddon will happen during this 20th century, and it specifically says 20th century, the day of Jehovah will come. So that's very interesting. Of course, this is a 1971 book, and that might be in correlation to the 1975 in time. The Harp of God, 1928. Also have the 1921 edition. This is a really dark book here. This is a New World translation of the Greek scriptures. It's, I believe, the date on this guy is 1950. That was one of the first books that they had translated. Of course, it's only the Greek. Here's a 1961 New World translation. The Green Hornet, I guess. Some people call it different things. And this book, if anyone and everyone could get a hold of this one, this is the money book right here. See, what is this? I forgot the year. It's 1969, Kingdom Interlinear. I had a blank for a moment, but 1969, that book is good because it talks about, of course, it has the Greek in there, the West Cotton Hort Greek, and you can see how some of the renderings were changed into the New World Translation, the parallel in there. You see things that they translated the English under the Greek, and then when they went to the New World Translation, the parallel, they changed the actual English word. And for instance, you probably can't read this, but I'll still say it. Part in Revelation, they use the word, the scriptures, and you made them to be a kingdom and priests to our God. They are to rule as kings over the earth. So it says over the earth, but the interesting thing is in the English, under the Greek, says upon the earth. So they say upon in the English section under the Greek, but when they go to the NWT, they say over the earth. But if you go down 2 or 3 verses, you see the same word, and they say upon the earth in both the Greek, English under the Greek and in the NWT. So I find that kind of peculiar how this word means upon one time, and then in another time within 3 scriptures it says 3 verses it says on or over actually. So it's kind of peculiar to me. But the thing is why it's done is to keep their teaching intact of the anointed versus the other sheep. So that's why they change translation and things. So anyways, I'm running out of time here, so I thought I would just share some of my books. I wish I could show you all what I have on my computer as far as some things that are found in public domain. I have every Watchtower month and year from 1879 to 1949, so that's quite a few books or magazines and stuff. But yeah, have a good day. Y'all take care, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye now.